Hello, and of course, welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 2, where today I'll be continuing on with my speed build of Jurassic Park 2022. Now, it does look like I have skipped ahead a bit, but I assure you I have not. What actually happened was the game crashed while I was doing this enclosure here, and that screwed up the encoding of the video, so I lost that. And then the save resumed from here, so this is what we have, and yeah, this is what we're going from. So we've got a couple cuts in this video just because, well, there's two separate videos to this, I should really say, because I did this first bit you're seeing now in one video, and then, or on one day I should say, and then another day I went ahead and did the final bit. But yeah, I'm actually really happy with how this build turned out. I was kind of getting worried that I wasn't having any luck with ideas, I guess you can say. Couldn't really think of anything good to do. I really wanted to make this big herbivore enclosure, and I'd already picked out the dinosaurs that I wanted, but yeah, I didn't know where I was going to go after that. But thankfully, just kind of letting my creativity flow a bit, I did figure out how I wanted to do it, and yeah, I'm excited to see where the rest of this build goes. But anyway, so the enclosure I'm building at the moment is a large kind of tour enclosure with some Brachiosaurus, Ankylosaurus, Edmontosaurus, and Archaeornithomimus. So jam-packed enclosure with some pretty big dinosaurs. Now, I know I probably could have put in Parasaurolophus, but I haven't used Edmontosaurus really until since the Jurassic World Chaos Theory. And so I wanted to see it in all its glory with some of the alternate skins, while also throwing in the classic Jurassic World skin, because it's, you know, so many memories come from that skin. I love that skin so much, and the way they've improved the graphics and the model in this game, that skin looks so much better now, and I love it so much. But anyway, so yeah, I wanted to kind of make a swampy kind of enclosure. I know I could have saved that for maybe some sort of fish, you know, piscivore or something, because I'm gonna add baryonyx, because I believe that was in the original Jurassic Park. Please do quote me if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna try and add all the dinosaurs, you know, in that little brochure of Jurassic Park. I'm gonna try and add all of them in. Fortunately, I can't add something like Segisaurus, but that's just the way it is. I'm also gonna add things like Herrerasaurus, which is from Jurassic Park the game. What else? What's the other one? Tylosaurus, also from Jurassic Park the game. Maiasaura, because that was in the novel. Compies were in the novel too. So just trying to bring in a lot of dinosaurs that are part of both Jurassic Park movie, the game, and the novel. So yeah, kind of looking forward to how this park turns out. I feel like I'm saying that a lot, looking forward to whatever, this and that, but oh well. I want to kind of keep the talking short because I have a bit of a dry throat, and when that happens, that's when it starts to get sore, and I lose my voice and I start to get really squeaky, because apparently as soon as my throat gets dry, which it happens way too often, I turn back into a squeaker and start going through puberty again, which is not a fun experience, but oh well. Yeah, so after this enclosure, I start on a aviary, which houses the Pterodactylus, because that was originally meant to be in the movie or the novel or something. I can't remember, but I didn't, honestly, if I'm, you know, being honest here, that's what honestly means. I didn't actually choose Pterodactylus. I had like a little wheel on my phone, you know, like one of those spinner wheels, because I didn't know what flying reptile I wanted. So I spun the wheel and it came up with Pterodactylus, funnily enough. Would have been that or Pteranodon really, but yeah, I have like all the flyers on one wheel, I have all the marine reptiles on another, and I have the different dinosaur families on another, just in case I can't decide what I want for an enclosure. But yeah, so pretty much I may as well tell you what's going on if you're still here. in this video, I wanted to kind of complete this little side section, so that includes a guest area as well. You'll see at the end that I kind of cut it off really early, like I cut the video off really early, and that's because I thought like it was going on a lot longer than it actually was. I mean, you know, before, you know, speeding this up, it was about an hour long, which is a fair amount of time, but now it's cut down to, I don't know how long it is, like 20 minutes or something, which is not bad. But yeah, so you'll see it looks unfinished in the speed build, but trust me, once we go back to the island, you'll be able to see, you know, you can see the decorations and whatnot I've put in just to make it look nice. And like I said, I'm happy with how it turned out. Ooh, forgot to say, also built a Troodon enclosure here, because in the first build that I did, I had Troodon and I wanted it to come back because it's another one of those dinosaurs that I haven't really used much. Unfortunately, I'm not a huge fan of like the pattern on Troodon. I feel like it's a bit over the top. I honestly prefer some of the skins without the pattern, but it's not bad. It does make it interesting, and obviously they want to put it in so it's not like, you know, they want to have a different pattern so it's not so much like the Coelophysis, because they are very similar dinosaurs. If you think about it, I think Coelophysis kind of has a longer snout though and more kind of square face. I don't know, I'm just kind of trying to picture it in my head. But yeah, so we made a little Troodon enclosure. I think there's about 6 Troodons in there. Oh yeah, here I realized that the Archaeornithomimus could actually escape if they wanted to, so I ended up having to build a fence around the enclosure, which was a bit of a pain, but oh well, it is what it is, isn't it? I feel like this is a good time to talk about how I feel about modding. Now, I love the idea of mods, you know. I modded the hell out of the last game. I had so many mods on that, it was pretty much unplayable, so I did have to cut back, but I want to mod, I do, but the problem is that Frontier doesn't support mods, so you can lose your save games, and you know, you can break your game and they're not responsible for it. So you do have to be really careful, and often when there's an update to the game, it can kind of mess up how the mod works and stuff. So I want to hold off as long as I can, really. I will mod eventually, definitely. You know, there's so many cool mods out there, and especially like the enhanced terrain tools, and you know, not having any hitboxes. It's great, and there's, you know, the new species are coming to the game with Miragaia and Megalodon and I can't pronounce the other one. That little carnivore thing that looks like an absolute monster. But I know they're in the, you know, they've been added as new species, but yeah, I don't know when I'll start modding. I also kind of want to experience what this game has to offer, because I spent so many hours playing Jurassic World Evolution 1 as it was on PlayStation, because, you know, you couldn't mod on PlayStation. So I had, you know, hundreds of hours of experience of just the raw game. So I'm kind of doing that now. I mean, I have a lot of hours on this game already, but yeah, I kind of do enjoy, and it's, I don't know, vanilla state. It is fun. I'm not saying it's bad and that it needs modding. It doesn't. It is very, you know, it's very entertaining just without mods. I'm having such a good time playing this game. I have been trying to break up how much I have been playing it recently though, so I don't get bored of it and just want to stop making videos on it, because what I want to do for this channel for like the future, or you know, the foreseeable future, is I just want to have like dinosaur stuff. So eventually I'll play some like the Isle. I'll have Prehistoric Kingdom when that comes out. I'm probably gonna play Horizon Forbidden West, because, you know, that has dinosaurs in it technically, even though they're robot dinosaurs and they're not related to the Jurassic franchise at all. But then again, neither is Prehistoric Kingdom or the Isle. but still, that's just one of those games I'm really looking forward to. I mean, I loved Horizon Zero Dawn. I can't tell you how many times I've replayed the story on that game. I love it so much. It's such a good game. If I had to put a number on it, if I'm being honest, if I had to put a number on how many times I've played the story of that game, it's sad, but I think I'm gonna say it's around 5 or 6 times I've played that, because it's such a good game. I had so much fun with it. And it looks like now with Forbidden West, I know I'm kind of getting off topic here, with Forbidden West, it's, you know, it looks like everything that was a bit of an issue in the last game, they've improved, and it's going to be interesting to see that kind of transition from the first game to this game. But yeah, looking forward to that. But getting back on topic, onto mods, so yeah, I will probably wait a bit. I don't know how long. I kind of want to wait till maybe after the Dominion update. I'm not too sure. Yeah, so the Dominion update will come out, you know, whenever, June sometime. I'm assuming it's going to come out alongside the movie, so maybe a couple days before or a couple days after, or maybe the day of, on June 10th, I'm not sure, but probably maybe a couple weeks after that I'll start modding, if I'm still interested in this game, which I will. I'll still like do, you know, videos on it, especially with Dominion coming out. That's going to be an absolutely huge DLC, and it's going to be amazing. Yeah, but looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to see what this game has in the future, because for all I know, they could make some of the changes that are done in modding. They could remove hitboxes for sandbox mode. They could, you know, have better terrain tools. They could allow you to build as many of buildings as you want, and by that I mean, say you want 13 arrival points for some reason, you can build 13 arrival points rather than just one. Just stuff like that. Just, you know, they may do that. Some of the stuff that people are wanting and then it just ended up modding, that they may do. I don't think something like expanded park, you know, expanded maps, I don't think they're gonna do that, because that's just not how yeah, that's like 0% chance. I don't think that's possible at all. That's never gonna happen. So that's gonna be something that modding has. I doubt that they'll remove hitboxes in sandbox. They may allow unlimited buildings. I'm not too sure about that. And I know they're probably gonna change stuff about the scientist. I would hope so. I don't think they'll bring instant incubation, but I feel like they may get rid of scientists for sandbox, because I hear a lot of people calling to get that removed, and I'm one of them, because it's not fun, you know, having to go through and, you know, hire all these scientists and then train them, and, you know, you have to have what, the control center, or, you know, the visitor center, an arrival point, a staff center, and a hatchery, just to be able to synthesize a dinosaur, that's crazy. That's way too much for something that, you know, it's in the last game you needed just somewhere like an arrival point, and then you needed a hatchery, and that's all you needed. And, you know, if you were playing on something else, you need a power source. But talking about sandbox, you only needed 2 things. And really on the Jurassic World maps, where you already had the arrival point set up, you only needed 1 building, and that was the hatchery, and you need to just connect that to the path and off you go. But yeah, and I don't know, maybe turn on like automatic incubation or something, so, you know, before, like when you're choosing to synthesize something, it will tell you how many eggs you're gonna get, and then you can select how many eggs and which ones you want, or, you know, it goes straight to incubation. You don't have to synthesize. It's like instant synthesis. Even if we could just have instant synthesis, that would be amazing, because like it's so easy for me to, you know, start synthesizing a dinosaur and then like continue building an enclosure and then forget about it, and then I have to wait again, rather than having it do it all in the one, you know, while I'm doing it, and then when I go back to the hatchery I can just release them. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to hate on this game too much, because it is so much better than the first one. It is so much better. I can't state that enough. It's amazing. I've recently watched old videos about the first game, and it's like, God, how did I play that? How did I put like 500 hours into that? Jeez, this is like incredible compared to the last one. I love it so much. I'll probably do, once I'm done with like all the challenge modes, I may do like a official review, because I'm probably one of the highest, I probably have some of the highest amount of hours in this game of all the player base. I'm not saying I definitely do have the highest, I don't, but I'm saying I'm probably up there. I'm in the top 10%, I'd say, because I do have a lot of hours on this game. But yeah, I'm gonna sign off for now, and then I'll see you when we're actually in the park, and I'll give you a brief tour of what I've done. So yeah, it's only a couple minutes left, so I'll be back. So here we are in game. It's a beautiful morning here on Isla Nublar, and I'm gonna show you what I've done pretty much. So may as well start it from over here. Ignore what's going on here. I just kind of wanted to get an idea of how I wanted to start the next enclosure, but I also added a path that ran along here, came around there like that. But anyway, if we go along here, we have a hotel, and then you get to the aviary. But first, you come here and you've got the Troodons. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the patterns because they are a bit over the top. But hey, I guess it is better than nothing, isn't it? This one's not too bad, actually. That one's not too bad. Yeah, so we got some cool ones. Whoops. I really like that one. I like the blue on it. Whoops. And that's another cool one, actually. Now that I'm seeing them, they're actually not that bad. Yeah, I like that one. That one's okay. That one's the same pretty much. Yeah, no. They're pretty cool. Not much to say about them though. They can poison people. That's pretty cool. You get the little poison icon. Anyway. Sciarodactylus or Sciarodactylus. Yeah, not bad either. They're not my favorite. I do like them. They're not my favorite though. I will be doing a video on ranking the pterosaurs very soon. Probably, maybe once I've finished this park, or I don't know. Yeah, I reckon once I've finished the speed builds of this park, I'll have that. One sleeping here. Yeah, not too bad. I've had one escape, even though they said they fixed that, but I don't know how well they did on that fix, because I have had one escape. That is why I left the hatchery there, because I know they still can escape, and if I need to sort it out, well, I don't want to build another one because I may not have room because of decorations. Because as you can see, I put down a lot of decorations, like a lot of decorations. You come through here, there's just non-stop decorations till you get to about here, then it clears up. But it doesn't matter, because over here you have even more decorations. So now this is like the guest area. We have a sushi or bento sushi shop. We've got a smoothie shop, bookshop, some churros, some iced slushies, and some fossilized teeth. Because you've got to get some fossilized teeth, don't you? And I really like how this turned out with the little seating areas in these circles. Just the way the guests kind of walk around. Turn that to 1 times speed rather than 3 times speed. That's probably a bit better. But yeah, it's also kind of, I like this. Being able to fit that in was kind of cool. Otherwise, I'd just have a big kind of dead space. I'd probably have another circle or something there, but I like the nature bit there. I'm really happy with how that turned out. Here we have the beautiful Brachiosaurus. I love you. You're beautiful, with the Jurassic Park skin, of course. I've got 4 of these guys. The ankylosaurs just have random skins because I'm not a huge fan of the Jurassic Park 3 skin. But yeah, we have about 6, I want to say. No, we've got 8 of them. Jeez, we've got 8 ankylosaurs. Their skins are pretty dull. There's not much to say about them. Still cool though. I like the ankylosaurus. What else do we have in here? We've got Edmontosaurus, which I absolutely love. Oh my goodness, Edmontosaurus. We got the classic one here with its classic skin. Never gets old. I love that skin so much. We've got another one here with like an orange kind of color, which is kind of cool. There's one that's yellow, which I really like. This one doesn't have a pattern, unfortunately. We've got like a green one with that same original skin. Here's the yellow one. I really like this one. I like the kind of grey colouring with the yellow. It looks really nice. Yeah, so that's all the Edmontosaurus. And then we've got Archaeornithomimus, which aren't too exciting. The main reason I chose them was because Edmontosaurus liked them, and I thought, kind of fits if they like each other. It fits well. So yeah, that's them. Don't really have much else to say. Probably gonna expand. I could expand out there, but what I want to do is I want to have an enclosure here, and yeah, see where it goes from there. I'm not gonna say much because that's what I need to fill in the time for the actual speed builds, but that's gonna do it for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I do really hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!